Hi, my name is Lucas Clope.
I'm Micaela Gately.
And I'm Colin Bear, and we provide for Human Resources Inc.
Introduction. Before we go into detail about anything else, let's talk first about what Human Resources Inc. is. Human Resources Inc. holds seminars in different locations based on the season. They are in Florida, the Carolinas, Chicago, and the northeastern area, DC through Boston. These seminars have been happening 4 times a year since 1997, all the way up to 2005. Attendance has increased every year. Our seminars discuss and teach tools to help with hard-to-measure issues as well as to motivate and influence staff.
The main research question. The company would like to know if the growth of people attending has been even in all 4 regions or not. HR Inc. is wondering if it should expand in all 4 seasons or if it should concentrate on only one.
Methodology. We will go through step by step what our team did to execute the case problems and its solution. First, we read the case problem and its target problem. Second, identify the problem to be solved. Find a forecasting model to determine if HR Inc. should expand in all 4 seasons or if it should concentrate on one. Third, separating the jobs of research among our 3 team members. Fourth, set up the PowerPoint.
Fifth, we hand-typed this data into Excel from the values we were given from the case problem. We were given years, winter, spring, summer, and fall. Sixth, to make the scatter plots, we individually highlighted each season. Then we selected the Insert tab and the scatter chart. We added a linear line for each scatter plot. Seventh, we combined all 4 scatter plots by selecting all of the season's data and made a scatter plot how we previously did it. We added the trend line equation and the r-squared value of each season. Eighth, to do the histogram, we selected all of the data given. We then selected the Insert tab and used the clustered column chart. This provided us with all 4 seasons separated by color.
Ninth, in Excel, create a forecasting table where we have the 4 seasons dummy variables for the Excel QM multiple regression tool. 10th, highlight data and select Excel QM. Go to the alphabetical option to select the forecasting tool and the multiple regression tool. Put in 36 past periods, name the period, 4 independent variables, and left the X as the name for the variable. 11th, create a seasonal forecasting sheet with a forecasting multiple regression input. Copy and paste the data into the chart and have it develop the statistics for us. 12th, it gives you the 37th period in the forecast below the table. Add the 38th through 40th period below the 37th. Copy and paste the dummy variable for the 4 quarters. 13th, highlight in yellow the important statistics, coefficients, forecasting the next 4 seasons, and forecast accuracy, mean absolute deviation, mean square error, and mean absolute percent error.
14. Change decimals of all number statistics to the thousandths place. 15. Analyze 37 through 40th period. 16. Determine which season the company should focus on, which we found winter, fall, and summer. 17. Describe why the spring season would have less attendees in the projected forecast.
18th, answer questions regarding expansion of seminars based on season. 19th, add graphs, tables, methodology, forecast, and explanation, and conclusion. 20th, make script, record video, and post.
We will be going into detail about the forecasting and the results we found. For the data source, a census or head count was taken of every person who was in attendance of the retreat or seminar respectively of each season from 1997 to the year 2005. The dates that it covered were years 1997 through 2005. The website that we obtained it from was the case problem Human Resources Applied Business Statistics. The variables that we included were, for the independent variable, season, and the dependent variable, the number of people attending the seminar.
What were the variables' values, and what do those values signify? The season's value is the designated time of the year that the seminar is being held. The attendee head count value is a count of how many people are in attendance of that specific seminar.
Data. This is the data that was on the case problem worksheet that was given to us. It goes from year 1997 through 2005. It's split up into 4 quarters: winter, spring, summer, and fall. In these quarters, it shows how many people attended the seminar. In 1997, in the winter seminar, 35 people attended. In the spring seminar, 44 people attended. In the summer seminar, 54 people attended. And in the fall seminar, 49 people attended. This goes throughout 2005. Testing conducted. We use the multiple regression seasonal forecasting with trend through XLQM.
We gave each season a dummy variable. For winter, it was 1, 0, 0. For spring, it was 0, 1, 0. Summer was 0, 0, 1. And fall was 0, 0, 0. In this setup, it organizes the seasons into a number format which can be manipulated to see if one quarter has a heavier population than the others.
On a school computer with XLQM, we went to the forecasting with multiple regression tool, selected it, and put in our own dummy variables. We also plugged in the people statistics into the Y variable. After plugging in these numbers, we were given the significant variables and the forecasts that we will discuss in a minute.
The results gave us these significant figures that can be used for comparison if we ran more tests. MAD, which is the mean absolute deviation, was 5.78. MSE, which is the mean square error, is 49.88. And the MAPE is the mean absolute percent error, which is 0.09. Coefficients and forecasting. Here we have the coefficients and forecast model that we found using XLQM's multi-regression tool. Below the table, we are given the forecasting model. In this model, the orange, we are given the 37th period. We had to add in the 38th through 40th period so that we could be given the winter through fall upcoming quarter values as well. 37 correlates to winter, 38 correlates to spring, 39 correlates to summer, and 40 correlates to fall. The values highlighted and wrapped in blue are the dummy variables we had to add in to correlate to the quarters. The values in yellow on the far left are the predicted attendees for the next 4 seminars. For winter, the predicted value of attendees is 100.64. For spring, the predicted value is 91.97. For summer, their value predicted is 103.31. In fall, the value predicted is 103.53.
Here's the histogram up close again. Blue is for winter, orange is for spring, gray is for summer, yellow is for the fall. As you can see, as the years progress, the number of attendees constantly rises for each seminar. The same can be said for the scatter plots that we made for each seminar. Summer and fall seem to dip down near the end, whereas winter and spring inflect upwards near the end.
Merged scatter plot. We brought all the scattered points together for each seminar season to see the trend line compared to one another. All of the trend lines have a positive slope. The winter is shown as blue, the spring is shown as green, summer is in black, and fall is in red.
Results. The results from the forecasting test show that all seasons are going to have more attendees at them. The forecast of the spring seminar projects to have an increase as well, but compared to the other seasons, it will have the least attendees. When all of the other seasons forecasted attendance in the hundreds, the spring seminar was only forecasted in the 90s.
Conclusion. Our results conclude that all of the seasonal seminars will increase in attendees, but we do not need to predict or provide as much for the spring seminar as the others for the year. The forecast shows that winter, summer, and fall all have a predicted 100 through 104 people coming to the next retreat. The spring forecast only had about 91 people predicted to come to the next retreat, which is substantially less compared to the other predicted values.
The season with the highest forecast of 103.53 is the fall, and we believe that the company should expand and predict to provide for one more person during the fall than any other seasons.
Questions answered and recommendation. The company would like to know if the growth has been even in all four regions or not. All four regions are not equal in growth. The Chicago region spring seminar is projected to have about 9 to 12 less attendees than the other regions. Although the spring Chicago seminar has a distinct less amount of attendees predicted, our recommendation is to expand all four season seminars. All seminars increase, just at different values. The spring seminar increased from 82 attendees to a predicted 91 attendees next seminar. Although the spring seminar increased in size, the other seminars are predicted to have sizes from 100 to 104 to attend. Since spring has about 10 less predicted people to attend, we believe HR Inc. should still expand, but to be aware and prepare for less people than at the other seminars.
Reasons we believe that the spring seminar is not as heavily forecasted to have as many attendees as the other seminars are. The spring months are when children are in school. Parents will not be able to leave their kids alone for a whole week. The location is in Chicago. Chicago is very cold in the springtime. People would be less willing to go to Chicago when it is cold, which is not good for attendance numbers for the seminar. The other seminars are located in favorable locations, that are the Carolinas, Florida, and Washington, D.C. More people are willing to attend locations that are destinations and tourist spots. It's more worth their while, resulting in more attendees.
Thank you for your attention and listening to our discussion.